Hello and welcome back to Moncton for match 10 of the 2025 Men's World Championships. The ICC is putting things on. You got Duncan MacDougall and Bob Lee for the Candlepin Bowling Network. We've got a match with significant playoff implications. You see the scoreboard up here on your right. We're going to be looking at KINGSWOOD Bulletproof in the number 3 sleeve up against Maria's Subs. You can see their lineups over there to the left. And Duncan, you were just mentioning to me that KINGSWOOD can lock things up with a magic number somewhere around 4, you said?
That's true. There are 16 points left to be had, and they are 11 in front in the loss column of the 6 seed Maria Subs, so they're bowling right here.
All right, so first let's explain the league format here, if you're not familiar with the Worlds. There are 2 divisions. Teams are put in 12-team divisions. You see the Division 1 and Division 2. We're in Division 1. Our sister network with Paul Grant and Greg Guyar are on Division 2. So 5 teams are going to emerge. You see that red line from the playoffs on each side after 11 matches. This is match 10 of 11. So there's basically 8 points per match. As the teams will get 2 points for each string win, 2 points for the total pins. So 8 points will be on the line. They're just warming up. We're not missing any bowling here. You can see it in the background.
No. We'll tune you in as soon as they get really rolling along.
But KINGSWOOD, everybody's eyes are on A+ in Canada. At least Maria's eyes are there. As they're on the outside by 6 pins. That's 3 wins, basically. Like a 3-game deficit.
That's true.
Going into the last 16 games of the season.
Yep, Drywall Concept, the only ones to actually clinch a playoff spot with 2 to go. They're actually playing A+, and they are still bowling for a lot. The 1 seed in each division has a 2-round bye in the playoffs. They are guaranteed a spot in the semifinals, so Drywall definitely looking to pour it on, which works in Maria's favor as they may control their own destiny, depending on what Drywall does here. So Maria's 6 back. If they somehow sweep here, they can find themselves in really good position to steal a playoff spot.
Now, a couple things about that lineup. You know, you could blow that up with you see on the top. Both teams are wearing black. We're gonna be putting. We're using yellow for Maria's because that's what their font is.
Yeah, they got a little bit of yellow, and we're not going to put them both black. That's too confusing.
Right. So KINGSWOOD in black there. You got Travis Wallace, Chris McGrady, Chris Ryder, Devin Brooks, and Justin Jones. An outstanding lineup, but they are sitting. They're sitting a couple of extraordinary bowlers. Corey Smith, who's thrown 25 strings. He's been their workhorse. He's going to be sitting it out. He's a 120 average by comparison to the rest of these guys. Devin Brooks is at 119, Jones at 118, Travis Wallace 112, Chris McGrady 112, and Chris Ryder 111. Now those the season average is 116 and change so far for both leagues. Scores are a little down on our division. If you talk to the veterans here, they will say, and I can't confirm it, but the veterans say that the lanes over here to the left do move a little more slowly. It's a little colder here for sure. We're near the door, and we got an air conditioner right above us. Here we're wearing sweaters and long sleeve shirts. So our scores are lower, but the averages for KINGSWOOD Bulletproof so far, especially with this lineup, are just a little bit lower. Duncan, likewise for Maria's Subs, they have a couple guys on the bench that you'd love to have. This could be a veteran configuration with Craig. You got Craig Holbrook, Baker, and Fuller. Sitting will be Bobby Whitcomb and. We got Scott Douglas on the bench and John Zappi.
Yep.
Also,
Aaron Spiller as well, but Aaron hasn't bowled much in this one. Bob Witt only bowled 6 strings as well. So this is most of the lineup they've been trotting out for the most part, with 17, 21, 22, 23, and 21 games bowled. I would call this their primary lineup here. As we are about to get underway, folks, the announcements are in that we are up and running. as we move you over to the first string of 3. Hands are shaken, and the leadoff bowlers are going to step up.
Yeah. So I just did some quick math in my head, and the lineups here, Maria's subs averages are 4 pins higher collectively. You know, among all 5.
Sure.
4 pins higher than Kingswood.
Yep. And of course, Kingswood can put in subs whenever they want, Maria's as well. So
not whenever they want, but
not whenever they want, but they can put it in throughout the course of either the string or the match in the first half of any of those strings.
And after the 6th
box, if the bowlers are not on unless the bowlers are on a mark,
they have to stay. So if you get
So if you're 32 through 4, but you're on a mark, you're staying in
here's Timmy
for
Douglas.
At least the next 2.
Timmy Douglas is going to throw us our first pitch. Right of the head pin, 4 horsemen. Now Travis Wallace comes in on the left side.
Who needs objects?
Well, pros don't hit them 100% of the time.
Timmy hits it there.
Oh,
wow. Tries to hit the 7 pin 2 times, can't cover. 6-pack, Travis Wallace, no.
All right, let's see. Douglas gets a little practice on a single for the 10.
Timmy, no. And Travis gets 9 of his own.
9.
Bowlers will be bowling 2 boxes at a time all the way down the line, so each team will essentially bowl 10 boxes over the course of the 5 bowlers at a time, 1 string's worth as they move through this string. Timmy, big 9 drop, 10.
The 4 pin trips from behind, the last to fall.
Travis can't answer. It's going to be a tough split here. You're tracking head spins and splits at least through this first string here, or at least giving it a fair shot. The gray mark means they did not hit the head pin. Whoa, Travis Wallace, what a bid, can't convert. The yellow mark means that it was a head pin hit, and the red mark means it was a head pin hit with a split, or not a head pin hit with a split. We have seen a couple of backdoor things, as this is a wild and wacky house in terms of the way pins can move.
All right, number 2 bowlers, Craig Holbrook and Chris Ryder.
Chris McGrady.
Chris McGrady, oh.
Too many Chris's. Chris Ryder's coming up next.
That's right. You know, Chris Ryder has some facial hair, but not the burly gray beard that you see.
Chris Ryder almost went back-to-back in the singles knockout. He lost in the semifinals to Troy Fournier, but gave it an exceptionally good run. And that's an eagle for Holbrook to start.
Oh, boy. Right on the money.
Good to see him throwing a nice, confident ball, though.
Let's see if he can take our first $25 prize.
That's right. Bob, why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, well, to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, we are giving bowlers $25 if they can convert a spread eagle.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the way to do it on one of our broadcast lanes.
That was as good of a bid as any. Craig Holbrook still only gets 3, but is all set up for a 10 if he can get on the stick. And he goes wide for a 7. Brutal. Couldn't have missed that by less. Even nudged the wood behind the 3 pin. McGrady looking to gain. Yep, that's a 10.
All right, we got a little. Been watching Craig, of course, probably the greatest lefty of all time.
Yeah, I think that's comfortable.
We don't have images from the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, but they were thrown on wooden pins. You can't compare them.
Can't compare, and Craig's also been doing this forever at such a high level.
Craig, a member of the 500 Club, he's now throwing the ball 34 miles an hour. That's pretty good. I had him at 32, 33 yesterday.
Craig's a 2-time member of the 500 Club. Is that correct?
For the Worlds.
Yeah.
For the Worlds.
For the 500 Worlds. Whoa!
Craig described that string to me the other day. Started with an open box in the American sense, that no mark in the first. Then I think it was 25 straight marks.
Oh, Chris McGrady plays the cap, converts anyways. Not the way he wanted it, but the way it went down anyways.
All right. Finished with four 4 opens, or four with no marks, and a 5.05, tying the all-time record for the Worlds.
Bob, I'd be happy to throw 26 marks in 5 strings. Doing it in 3 is unconscionable.
20 is a good number for 5.
3-hole here.
All right, so, and you see the lead early going. Maria subs down 2, but up 1 in marks.
Sean Baker and Chris Ryder up to bat here.
Oh, that's a drive. A little blocking wood in front of that 7-pin. This, Chris Ryder.
It's a sick ball, too, from Ryder. Baker's 1 pin better so far. Roadblocks in front of this. Gets it anyways. Beautiful cap shot, Baker.
Smart play there. He had a little bit of room for error on the right, but spares are matched.
Chris Ryder also a little bit of room, using the wall to go and get that 7-pin as he throws the 4 off. A lot of early marks in this, a flurry of marks, one might say, in this string. Maria subs 1 better so far, only 5 boxes down, and no.
That was the 2-pin.
Well, that's not the 2-pin, that's the head pin. Chris Ryder drops 8.
6-pin gainer from Kingswood.
7 right there.
Oh yeah, 7.
Now this can go for Baker. Just throw a hammer ball. Oh, a little full. And Ryder has really good wood set up on this.
A 3-way split.
Not worth zooming in. It should be able to split over. Yeah, That was kind of wired. 2 in a row. Chris Ryder, 28 in the ball now. This KINGSWOOD Bulletproof trying to get out to an early lead. Baker, tough 6. The pinning an early problem now, as Maria subs have a 7, a 6, and a 9 to match a couple of spares.
Ryder carrying just a 111 average. Those are big start for him. He's only bowled in 11 strings so far.
Here's a fireballer for you. Devin Brooks throws a mean ball. Brian Fuller off the head pin.
Yep, 42 miles an hour from Devin Brooks. By comparison, Fuller at 32 out of his hand on his first pitches.
And that one got away from Devin Brooks. Looking to pin out here. Devin Brooks, I remember he showed up out of nowhere in the 1-7-10-560 tournament. Made a huge impact. Mike Nardone is one of those guys that said, hey, he looks pretty good, and picked him up for his Mixed Worlds team. They made a good run last year. Bowling for KINGSWOOD Bulletproof, the Canadian team.
Devin is the highest average bowler right now on the squad. Corey Smith at 120, but Devin, he's sitting out. Devin at 119 through 19 strings so
Balls
far.
like that are wide, but leaves like that are vicious. Setback for Devin Brooks.
Last night he threw a 391.
We're looking at, oh no, Brian Fuller's getting in a little too quick. And he's going to make it anyways. Brian Fuller, beautiful shot for a spare. Devin looking to make a crazy one. Uses the wood, sends it off the wall, but it dies before it can catch the 5. Just not enough energy translating into that piece. As he's looking for a 9 and gets it.
All right.
Anchors away, Bob.
John Winchell and Justin Jones. Jones has a 118 average through his first 16 at the Worlds. And John Winchell also a 118 average through 21 so far. After 9, they've bowled 27, so 21 and 27.
Coming in dead even. Let's see if anyone can break it up. John Winchell, if you recall, when we called Maria's last time, came in as a sub and went absolutely ballistic, providing a huge spark with Maria's subs to help them take a much-needed 6 points off their opponents. Here on lanes 1 and 2. John Winchell, good bid, but the corner looks like it won't fall. The wood's coming over.
Drove it toward the flat channel.
Devin Brooks, the 5-7. And that wood deflects away too. No wood helping that time. Winchell for the 10. Yep.
Winchell throwing 32 and 33 miles an hour.
And Justin gets away.
Justin throwing 35 and 36 on his last two. In case we didn't mention it, Kingswood of Canada. Most of the Maria's team out of the South Shore of Massachusetts.
A couple of New Hampshire folks up there too. As Justin Jones got a $25 shot. He's got the eagle. John Winchell, light on the head pin, has the 2, the 5, and the 8. Kick is up. No, it's not going to go. Craig Holbrook just gave this a really good try. Justin can't convert off the object. Interesting that with a backup ball, he goes at the 2-pin like that, or a 3-pin. Conventional wisdom would say that you try and drive into the pocket and that he would go into the 2-pin.
Okay, front part of the half Worcester that remained.
But then again, I'm back here and he's up there, so he knows better than I do what he wants to do. $8 for Justin Jones, 17 through 2. Scoring update now from Bob Lee.
All right, Kingswood with the 8-pin lead, minus a ball. We had 4 marks for Maria's subs.
4 so
3
far.
of which are hanging.
Yep.
And there were 4 marks also for Kingswood Bulletproof. Yep. Right on the pro average, 4 marks per 10.
We apologize, folks. The ticker isn't saying there's a strike on the actual boxes. However, the 3-2 mark situation is accurate as Tim Douglas right here on a hammer. And washouts abound. Tim Douglas is going to steal 7 off the head pin on the first ball of his fill, though.
So watch the big number and remember the strikes. Is that the lesson?
Yes. We'll be talking about it as well, as long as you don't have us on mute. Travis Wallace sends the head pin for a ride. Timmy Douglas drives his back.
Spare on strike. Okay, and Timmy's was the difference in the marks. So right now, Maria's just taking the lead.
Yep. Still very early, but control early makes it a lot easier. As Travis Wallace is going to have that ball rummage around the plate, but only get 9 total. 9s are wild for Travis Wallace. Timmy Douglas started with a 9 as well, and then went strike spare, loading his third box up now.
All right, Timmy Douglas carrying a 116 average so far this season through 23 of 27. He has bowled the most strings for Maria so far, and one of the youngest men, along with his little brother, Scotty Douglas.
Travis Wallace absolutely blasts the pocket. And Tim Douglas, 6 on the fill, on the head pin.
It's a check mark, right?
Travis.
There's one.
It hit the wood and hit the pins and sounded a little flat. But anyways, Tim Douglas, another mark, 3 in a row. Travis Wallace equalizes the mark situation, but Timmy Douglas on a tear. 55 in a ball now at through 4.
Travis Wallace carrying a 112 average through 12 so far for Kingswood. Now the number 2 bowlers, Chris McGrady, speaking of 112, he has a 112 average through 8 strings out of 27 plays.
Both of these bowlers on marks right here. However, Craig Holbrook, if you remember, made that beautiful 3-2 conversion.
And Holbrook also 112. He's bowled in 17 of 27.
Craig, hammer time. Strike on spare. Craig Holbrook taking a note out of Timmy Douglas's book for a 20 box. And Chris McGrady splits 5 on his fill. Won't cover.
All right, that leads now 24 in a ball.
Chris McGrady with his third ball. He's going to send it over and still get 9 out of it. Solid 9 with that third ball, but wishes that second was just a little better, as Craig's was picture perfect.
And as that score is registered, now you'll see the plus 15 in there. So there's through completed boxes, an equal number of completed boxes, it's 15 in a ball.
McGrady off the head pin again. I say again, he hit it last time. Craig misses his as well. He's going to take 6 on the first ball. Has a baby Caleri, as I like to call it. Haven't figured out a better name for that one. So.
It could be a Caleri minus a tail feather? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. All right, 10 bids now.
9 on the fill for Craig Holbrook. 10s are wild. $44 for Chris McGrady, 56 now through 4 for Craig Holbrook.
This is the first of 3 strings.
Chris Ryder, the spark at 2 in a row. And it looks like I need to do a little bit of and Chris Ryder, 7 on the fill. There, apologies for the name being wrong. Should be fixed now for this stream. The triangle for Chris Ryder punches the heart out. Sean Baker washes 5. The Caleri punches.
We're taking your comments now.
Yes, we are. Canopy Bowling Network. This is Duncan MacDougall and Bob Lee, covering lanes 1 and 2 at the ICC Worlds. This is match 10 of 11. We are in the home stretch now. Both of these teams trying to keep the playoffs in sight. Maria subs on the outside looking in. Kingswood firmly in control of their destiny. Take a look at the standings in a little bit for those just joining us.
Critical to that lead that Maria's trying to make up over number 5 A+ is that A+ is playing the number 1 seed on our side, Drywall Concepts, right now.
Yep.
And we'll face Kingswood next on these lanes.
Lanes 3 and 4 actually, which I think we're going to rotate our cameras for. It's going to be a really good match. Whoa, Ryder overcuts, no dice. He can't believe it. I can't either. The bucket, Baker, no. Baker started off with a huge mark and has been off ever since. The 1 fill on the quarter Worcester, 6 box, 9 box is uncharacteristic. Finicky game this is. Chris Ryder has hit 4 head pins thus far, 2 splits to speak of. Baker. Appreciate all 25 of you tuning in so far. If you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, any questions, feel free to ask. We'll do our best to answer.
All right, I was to say Baker carrying a 114 average through 21 strings so far out of 27 bowled for Maria's.
How's Brian Fuller Jr. doing as he steps up on a mark?
He is at 119. Chris McGrady, for his part, also at 112 so far this season. And
I think Devin Brooks also at 119, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Devin Brooks at 119, top bowler on the floor right now.
Yep. And that's a tough 4 fill for Brian Fuller as he has a cluster of 4 in the middle. Neither bowler on their mark there.
All right, lead still 17 plus a fill.
Up to 21 now with that 4 fill,
yep.
actually. Whoa, Devin Brooks makes a great bid at it. Somehow shoots through the 7-9. Brian Fuller, a great bid in his own right, is going to topple. What do you mean that 5 pin didn't fall? That was hit pretty good. Wild.
All right.
Devin Brooks looking for an out here. I'll take 9.
Looked like he slipped a little on that delivery. 10.
Fuller, like a statue up there, drills it. 33 now for Brian Fuller Jr., only 25 for Devin Brooks in their third box. 1 mark apiece on the board now. An early 22-pin lead for Maria Subs as they are 3 boxes away from finishing the third and fourth here. Whoa, what a pitch. What a tough break.
6-7 there?
Yeah, he just massacred those pins. That is surprising.
Fuller's ball stays on the left side.
Yep, carves through and takes 8. The 1 and the 9 left, 1 and the 8 left standing. 6-7 for Devin Brooks.
Gonna need a hopper.
Oh, that's a good ride. Look at those pins fly over, but they're in the pit. Fuller, no, just wide.
Pin sweeps from behind. What a lot of room back there. That's the head pin.
It looks a lot, they look a lot closer together than they actually are. What is it, 12 inches between the center of each pin?
Yeah, from the middle to middle, yes.
Yep, we don't know what that is in centimeters. I can't convert that fast, sorry.
It's about
25.6?
It's a third.
No.
A little less than a third of a meter, yeah.
25.6 plus 5.212. 31.72.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think so. That's some back of the napkin math provided by Can Open Bowling Network.
Okay.
Justin Jones plows through for 5.
Just didn't get any spread on that ball. It didn't get any ricochets on the side pin.
John Winchell carves out the baby rack on the left side. He's got the horseman on the right now.
Playing off to
Jones.
3-2, sends it over, but just a little sharp.
We've seen 3 great bids on that. Craig Holbrook, the only one able to convert so far.
Nice.
Whoa, look at that pin
there.
dance.
Yeah.
Came out of the pit and flew around but couldn't cover. And Justin with a 10.
Okay, only 3 marks so far in the second time through the order for Maria's, and just 1 for Kingswood Bulletproof.
Just want to remark, John Winchell, that was a really great shot on that pin. He had wood that may or may not have been good in the gutter, just covering it, and he just goes straight around it. Really excellent, fearless ball there. Jones. You know, his delivery kind of reminds me a little of Mike Salona's. His arms are kind of like all the way out there, rather than having the interesting follow-through. He just drives it home. But if you watch, he kind of reaches all the way out with both arms.
Out to the
very wide approach. It's a unique one with a lot of ways to bowl. You'll see each bowler do it a little differently. Yeah, Justin Jones, that arm way out there, makes a beautiful cut shot for a spare.
Well, Salona, that was their second. So you had a big one out of Travis Wallace, 1 out of Jones on the second time through the order.
Mm-hmm. Solana, one of the most unorthodox deliveries in all of bowling. Has a 200 game under his belt, though.
He takes the ball back actually directly right. He doesn't have a backswing below the waist.
He kind of swings it around.
He keeps it above his waist on his backswing.
Yep. All right, fifth middle box is coming up now for these two. 22-pin lead for Maria Sub. Marks 1-2 in favor of Kingswood Bulletproof here. Travis Wallace and Tim Douglas filling marks here. Justin Jones, the other one, sitting open. Canadian Open. Timmy Douglas steals 7 off the head pin. Travis Wallace looking for a big fill. It's a good pocket, and he's going to break up the split. 7 of his own. I hate this wood. I like Timmy's a lot better. Timmy likes his too. 4 in a row. Tim Douglas, 72 in a ball now. Travis, can he connect?
Oh,
no, that's what I thought. The wood deflected away. Could not cover the 8. Brutal break for Travis Wallace and Kingswood Bulletproof as Maria is firmly in control again. The marks resolve in their favor. Travis backdoors the pin off the wood.
I was going to say the wood didn't treat that time either, but it helped ramp the ball into the curtain.
Yeah.
So it could come back onto
the best way to hit it is the way it falls over. Who cares which direction it falls or how it falls?
Okay,
Tim Douglas trying to vaporize way off the head pin. Only a 4 fill.
Yeah.
Getting a little amped up there, maybe. It's been a long week. They're battling as well. Travis off the head pin as well.
There's a little move as his hip shifts left, right at the release point.
Tim Douglas, the fireballer. Beautiful second ball. Trips up everything but the 5. Tim Douglas, the mark run ends at 4. So look to pin out for a 10. 76 half. Wallace can't cover the head pin. Also can't cover the 10. Looking at the high and the jack. Timmy uses every bit of that wood to get a 10. And Travis smashes the head pin back. That'll be a 9.
All right. Lead now 27 minus that fill.
And most of that lead is 23 pin difference in the leadoff position. Tim Douglas to Travis Wallace, 86 to 63. Everything else just about a wash. Craig Holbrook up 12 against this counterpart. Offset by Sean Baker, down 18 to Chris Ryder coming up. Craig, light head pin hit on the Brooklyn side for the lefty. He has the 3, or the 2, the 7, the 10.
There are a lot of reasons to think Craig Holbrook is cool. One of the coolest things to me is that when he was a high school cross-country runner, he ran 4:36 miles. 4 minutes and 36 seconds.
Whoa! That was pretty cool for Craig Holbrook. Beautiful spare conversion, making that wood fly for him. Chris McGrady on the Cleary. Good bid, no luck, only gets 2. Just a hair light, I guess.
He's also a star basketball player. Most people probably think that's cooler.
And an 8 for McGrady, lightly tapping his objects on the way. 52 half now. Craig Holbrook at 66 and a ball. Tell you, one of my favorite Holbrook matches he actually lost was the Channel 5, the legendary Channel 5 match with Tommy Olsta.
Maybe the greatest match of all time.
It very well might be. Craig Holbrook gave himself every opportunity to win, and Tommy just went and threw a freaking triple at the end to steal the game and total.
Craig talks about that spare that got away in the box before the end. He had wood covering.
Yeah, he said as soon as he missed it, he's like, I kind of knew Tommy was about to throw a double on me. Needed a 26 box, threw the triple for a boatload of money and the win to keep his streak alive. So Craig Holbrook had a tough split there and chopped out the 3. So he'll take a 6 fill and a 72 half, trying to pin out for a 10 now. Another Cleary from McGrady and another conversion that won't go.
All right. 3 pins standing for each. They're in a little pin war. Great. Beat that. McGrady will have to go for the head pin on this one.
If there's anyone in this world.
Yeah.
Whoa, he backdoors it for a 10.
That was there, I guess.
If there's anyone in this world, I would love to get their idea of how to read a certain piece of wood. Craig Holbrook is at the very top of that list.
Yeah. I got to we got to bowl with him together in that old Union Street.
We did indeed. I was also had the pleasure of being on a triples team with him for an Outrun the Bear. He threw a 188 to start, and also in the 560, the inaugural 1710 Augusta 560 tournament. He was anchoring our team too. It was fantastic. Baker, 9 drop. No. Oh, he goes around. Beautiful read, Sean Baker. I do think he was playing over there.
I think he was. Yeah, he said, "What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about?" No, Scott says he wasn't playing that.
All right, Scotty's giving us the know-how. That one got away, and he converted anyways.
What are you talking about?
We're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. These are good bowlers, Scott. Come on.
All right, 3 pins left standing.
7. 60 half still for Ryder. Sean Baker trying to cut into the head-to-head matchup at 45 and a ball, stealing a spare. His last one filled with a quarter Worcester. Let's see if he can do better. The bar is low.
Ryder came out of the gates with 2 spares than quiet sense.
Sean Baker on the quarter pin again, but this time it breaks up a little more. 5 on the fill. And Ryder, looks like the bucket's gonna break up. Take 1, maybe 2. No, it's gonna be 6 on the first. Baker, great bid, no go. Got to throw that one first, Sean. Ryder, good wood on this, goes by everything. And Baker cut the head-to-head to 10, looking to pin out here off the wood, and he'll only get 9 out of that.
It gets so hot on the far side, the other side of this building, that they have this air conditioner turned up. It's throwing down 10,
oh, that's
10
just
or,
the AC?
10 or 15 mile an hour.
Door's not even open.
Us.
It is brisk back here. I might need to throw on my coat.
I think it's, even though it's annoying the broadcast, I think it's affecting the play.
It very well might be. We'll brave any conditions to call this game, though, especially at this high level. Speaking of high level, Brian Fuller Jr., Devin Brooks, a couple of 119 averages, looking to get it going. What a thunderous ball from Devin Brooks, and a tough 7-10 split with decent wood. We'll take a look at that for sure. Take a look at this for Fuller as well. Why not? Just by the head pin, almost steals it on the back door. And Devin.
Yeah, that was there.
Yeah.
Great.
Wired. Nice spare for Devin Brooks. And we'll watch Fuller. Ooh, go wide. Tough break. 9. 44 in a ball now. Devin Brooks, the first mark on the board for him, as Brian Fuller Jr. has a 52 thus far. 9, spare 4, 10-10, 9. Good pinning, tough fill. Plenty of time for Brian Fuller Jr. to get it going. That'll help. Never mind. What do I know? Looked like a great pitch. And he's going to have a long split to contend with. Devin Brooks, a split of his own.
Knocks the lead back to 35. One more fill coming.
And Fuller, wow, he just barely got by that 4. That was close. Devin Brooks, the triangle 3 plus the 7. Good wood on it. If he can blow up the triangle. No, chops out 2. Tricky triangles, proving elusive once again. Devin Brooks. He'll take a 9. So Devin Brooks has 4 out of 6 head pins, all of them splits thus far here on lane 1 and 2. Justin Jones also 4 boxes down, 3 head pins, 3 splits. John Winchell only 1 head pin, and it was not a split. For those interested.
Yep. So that'll average out.
One would think. I don't know. I'm interested to see the split rate on these lanes, especially. Ooh, the chop zone. John Winchell. Ode to my friend Drew Steele, another commentator for Candlepin Bowling Network. Justin Jones off the head pin that time, maybe for the best, as all it does is split, and he washes out 7 on the first ball.
Got about a 50% chance of making that. Following pro averages.
John Winchell dropping the ball just a hair. He's going to have a tough leave. And Justin Jones skies the head pin over everything. Neither bowler marking to end their half. John Winchell's pin well so far. He needs a big out to maintain.
Look at that.
That's about as big of an out as you can get. What a tremendous 10 from John Winchell. He was looking at a much more challenging out and ended up winning the pinning battle. This game's crazy, huh?
Keeps the lead at 29. No marks on the hang-in on the board.
Nope. Everyone is American Open after Canadian close.
After the torrid start, this match, the scoring is slowed down here.
Whoa! John Winchell, look at this ugly leave. What's up there, Bob? That's crazy.
That's a half Worcester on the right side, so that's the 3, 9, and 10. And on the left side, we moved the 5 pin over, right?
No, the 5 pin ended up top lane.
Okay.
That is the triangle 4. And whoa, we're going to see a great bit on it, but the 8 pin, nothing touching it.
I think the 8 pin was the one that slid the most.
And Justin Jones makes a beautiful ball for a spare conversion.
All right. You'll see the yellow number next to Kingswood's name will go to 1 as Duncan adds that spare. That means there's 1 spare hanging. As Justin Jones sits down. We did not have that feature functioning earlier in the week.
Nope, we got it up now. So you can see 70 through 6 for Chris Ryder, 82 and 86 for Tim Douglas and Craig Holbrook going into the home stretch.
Ouch, setback.
Travis Wallace, no luck there.
But look at, all right.
We'll take a look at that wood for sure.
Yeah, that sweeper maybe good. If he can, he's going to have to pop. That's the 5 pin in the middle, the king pin with the sweeper. We call anything that sweeps across a sweeper. It has to
He's
go
going
right over
for it. No, just a hair low or a hair high, I should say.
Punch it without the angle.
Tim Douglas gets it. Beautiful ball there to get another mark on the board for Maria's.
Both of those combo shots, Tim connects on his.
And Travis makes a nice 10 out of that. Usually with a setback, you're very happy with a 10.
Candlepin was invented by a pool player back in the 19th century.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of similarities in terms of.
Yeah, the setup is like a pool, like a 10 ball rack.
Yep.
And those combo shots, especially with the wood, are a big feature of the game.
Yes. The thing that holds it apart from any other bowling sport. I don't think there's any other that has deadwood. Skittles doesn't, right?
Right, no. Skittles, they take it away.
Yep. Skittles, duck pin, 10 pin, obviously. Tim Douglas rockets the pocket. 8 fill.
Now let's see about the combo here. I think he might need the tail. Ooh.
We'll zoom in on that.
He's got a couple things.
As Travis can't convert. Tim Douglas, with that wood settling up there, I think I'm actually going very high on the right-hand side of this, trying to helicopter it over. Tim Douglas with that power ball might be able to force something.
Oh,
that's where he's going.
Okay.
Oh, he drives it over, but it won't go.
Ball,
the wood,
ball.
The ball comes flying through, but grazes in front of that piece of wood and won't.
Wait, but
nudge
we're here. We're here. It's gonna go back and forth.
It's gonna go in front
3 or 4 times. Remember, we saw
those flat gutters
during the singles.
It's still going, folks. Look at that. Look at it roll.
If it could just go back, it goes.
And it's not enough gumption.
On the 5th time back and
you know, if it was the 4th time, it might have gone.
Now it's resting out in the middle. I think they might have to remove it. It's a little too close. I don't want to see.
I don't want to see what happens when
children running away from the ball shattering.
Shrapnel everywhere. Tim Douglas, the first fatality of ICC Worlds history. Tim Douglas just detonates a bowling ball on lane 1. Children on lane 7 are not safe. 104 through 7 for Tim Douglas. He has 6 marks in his first 7 boxes. He will be Canadian Open, as we are up here after all, in the 8th though, but still 6 for 8, 75% mark rate is pretty excellent, and that will give you 114 on the way to 130 with pinning.
Tim pounded that one back at 43 miles an hour.
I guess he throws it kind of hard. I don't know. It doesn't really look like he's trying up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did dial it back a couple miles an hour.
He can. He didn't want to there. A single with wood. He wanted to be sure.
Saw Troy Dunphy hit the 46 mile an hour mark during the singles.
Now is that tie the high or is it
ties
the
the high?
Yeah.
Tim, Keith Beaupre,
McGrady rocks 9, won't fall. Holbrook off, only 4, make it 5.
And now Troy Dunphy in the 46 mile an hour club. That is the highest speed ever measured on the Bushnell speed gun that I bring around to these events.
Yep. Tim Douglas, Keith Beaupre, and did Daly hit it as well?
Yeah, Daly did it in a charity event.
McGrady spare. Holbrook, can he answer? He throws the right ball for it, but just a hair light, I guess.
Okay, now despite Timmy's heroics, this lead is narrowing a bit.
Another pin.
36 minus 2.
Yep, another pin plus a ball in favor of Kingswood Bulletproof.
Average fill is 6 and change for a pro bowler.
Yep, call it 7 at this high level. Although who knows? Maybe on these lanes it's a little lower.
6.3 is the number I measured.
Canada 5, and it looks like the Massachusetts team over on lanes 3 and 4, they're in a tight battle as Canada 5 in the 3 seed looking to lock in their playoff run. Craig Holbrook devastates 8 on the first ball. Chris McGrady rocketed 7 on the fill, gives him 79 through 7. 2 marks on the board, looking for another.
Oh.
Uses the wood
Yes,
and gets it off the wall. Interesting and impressive read by Chris McGrady, seeing that over there.
That was a combo bank shot.
Kreger's the 2-pinner. Wow. Flies off the wood and just treetops the 6, not touching the 9. Wild. Sure looked better than that, Bob.
Yep.
And a nice 10 for Craig. His shoulder didn't look right the last one. I think it looks better right now. That looks like the Craig Holbrook ball that I'm used to. A little more at least.
He's had a lot of dings over the years and knows how to play through when part of your arm is hurting.
I will say overall his durability over these past 30+ years has been absolutely outstanding. Recently he had what I believe to be his first surgery.
Yeah.
And still working through that, I'm sure.
Not sure whether it was his first surgery, but it was a whole year.
First time off the lanes for a substantial amount of time. Chris Ryder washes out. He might be happy as Sean Baker has a really tricky leave here. The triangle 5 plus the 7. And Walt Ryder didn't get his object there. Baker just gets by. I saw what he was trying to do, cut the 5 over.
Baker making his way to this team from Lucky Strike a couple of years ago.
Ryder 9, leaving the head pin. There's good 9s and bad 9s. It's not the best 9 right there. And Baker grabs 9 of his own, equalizing. 68 now for Sean Baker on 2 marks, fills of 1 and 5, and no 10s being the difference. Chris Ryder, 2 marks as well. 7 box, chipping away in the pinning, but still at 79 through 7. Looking for another.
Right of the head pin.
And Baker is going to steal 6 of his own off the head pin. Much tougher leave. The 1, 2, 7, 10. Ryder, the horseman, left. Spare. Baker cannot answer.
All right, that's 3 marks now hanging, and the lead is down to, we'll wait for Sean's to register, but it's going to be about 410. No, 409 to 382.
14 boxes left, 27 pins up, but with 3 marks looming for Kingswood Bulletproof, none for Maria's.
3 9-drops on those fills. We are tied.
No marks here in the 4-hole. Devin Brooks and Brian Fuller still trying to get it going. Both 1 mark apiece, not the fills they're looking for. Brian Fuller pinning well. Devin Brooks, that tough 7 early, chipping away into his 6th fill in the 5th. Neither bowler on their mark, on their object there.
Wow.
Good bid, Devin Brooks. This is Candlepin Bowling Network, ICC Worlds, day 3 of the round robin.
Maria's sub had a very big lead that is now going to likely to be in single digits when all these fills.
Yep. Apologies for the misspeak. It's actually day 4 of the round robin. The final day, 7 for Fuller, 8 for Brooks. This is Bob Lee and Duncan MacDougall here on lanes 1 and 2. Candlepin Bowling Network, always free, never a charge on YouTube and Facebook in case of the other stream. Please like and subscribe if you have not already.
Kingswood battling to try to clinch a playoff spot. Maria's needs this.
They have to have it. They
need to win this match by, I would say, at least 6-2.
Yeah, 6-2 is the borderline requirement, depending on what happens with Drywall Concepts and A+ Accounting. But a 6-2 would give them a firm position to go and grab it, as I believe they're not facing the most competitive team in the next one. Bob, can you take a look at that, see who they're bowling next? Devin Brooks, spare. Converts the 9. Tough split for Fuller, goes wide.
It looks like they'll be 2 over to our right, battling against Canada 5.
Maria's?
6 and 9. Oh no, they're team 10. They'll be on a 7 and 8 with team 11. Grapham.
Flooring at the bottom of the division. What happened there with Fuller? I missed that. It was appears to be an 8 box. He's at 76. That would be an 8. Tough 15 trip for Brian Fuller Jr. Justin Jones on the mark. It's a big one. It's looking like a strike. No, the 6 pin won't fall. 9 fill regardless.
That takes another chunk out of the lead down to 15.
And 3 marks to none still, even with that resolve.
Advantage Kingswood now.
Another one, Justin. Wow, not the wood he wanted to play, but he'll take the spare nonetheless. And 4 marks now for Kingswood, as John Winchell can't find answers on the 2 pin.
Now, one of the things about having flat gutters is wood like that stays in play.
Yep.
That piece that was on the right.
American team's not used to reading stuff like that, although I'm sure it's more welcome. It definitely leads to a more generous pinfall.
That's an 8.
Is that an 8?
Yeah, there's a 5 pin back there.
Thank you for the correction. I trust you.
13 pins minus 4 fills. Ouch. And fill number 1 goes for 6.
That was just as good of as his 9 drop ball. That's crazy. And Winchell powers down 8, make it 9.
That helps. Though the wood's a little weird.
Yeah, we're gonna zoom in on that one.
It moved away, but it's still.
We'll zoom in both. He might still play this. Justin Jones, how's he gonna go? Look at that wood dance and just falls into the pit before it can dance over to the right side. John Winchell sweeps.
Good. I love it. The wood is so much bigger of a target.
Yeah, with that double wood, the way it was configured, he could hit just about any part of it. Justin Jones goes 10.
He had a free look at it. That 3-inch standing pin, and he saw 2 16-inch flat planks. He chose the big planks, even though they had to swing across.
10 boxes to go here. 442 to 435. Pinfall so far in favor of Maria's by 7. However, 3 big marks looming for Kingswood Bulletproof. Only 1 on the hand of John Winchell for Maria subs in the anchor spot. Tim Douglas having a huge string. He's going to have to make a pretty one to keep his marks going, as he's got the Horseman +2 on the right.
He was the only bowler to 100 pins after 7, now at 114 through 8.
Travis Wallace off the head pin as well. He's got a 2 and 2.
That's it. He got it.
It's gonna go. Tim Douglas, are you kidding me right now?
That was the one that Winchell collected for a 10.
And wow, the ball tumbles up and won't go. Travis Wallace leaving the 3 pin. As Timmy Douglas, 124 and a ball. With a big fill and a mark, he could go get 150. What a way to start the day. It's crazy. He's fine.
Future broadcaster.
Yeah.
Small child joining us in the
Small
booth.
child joining us, and he's got a phone with YouTube, so he's going to be locked in for the next several hours.
Look at that. Uh-oh.
Timmy thunders 7, but
Good
a tough
fill.
split.
Yep. The uh-oh is for the split.
131 now for Tim Douglas through 9. Travis blows up 7 of his own, but he had another tough split for him. You know, it's just about the same split in a different spot of the alley is all it is.
Yep.
It's a 2-1 with the same distance separating the pins.
The wood will help the dance to the right.
One would think. Timmy,
No,
goes wide. He'll be open, looking for at least one here to get into the 140 club. Travis looking to make a pretty one, goes wide. They both did the same thing on their split.
Yeah,
They tried to make the cut, and they hit the pin in the back on the 2.
Travis had a tip that might have made his go too.
Maybe.
He might have been playing right. But
Timmy Douglas will not join the 140 club. A 139 still. Excellent stuff.
Nope.
Travis drills the wood for a 10. Only a 102. Tim Douglas winning his matchup by 37 pins, keeping Maria's out in the lead as Kingswood is making a late run, trying to storm back and take these 2 to shore up their playoff spot.
it is all. The lead is all down to these fills. You see the 3 and 1.
Yep.
It's 12 minus 2.
3 balls.
Yeah, minus 2 though.
Oh yeah, 2 total.
One's hanging.
Craig trying to change that. He's going to have a real tough break here. The 9-10 on a brilliant head pin hit.
All right, Wood is getting.
Wood's playable. Borderline has to here.
I think.
Thunderous 8 on the fill for Chris McGrady. Lead down to 4 now.
I think a low blow on that Wood sends it back and forth.
Zoom in quickly. Nope, I missed it.
If he hits the middle of it, it's a field goal. And
Yeah, and he just got a little
Everything
high
goes
on
in
it,
the
just barely.
pit.
All right, Chris McGrady trying to drive this one back. We'll take a look here. No,
The ball bounced off the curtain.
that was wild.
I don't understand. You see that sometimes with 40 mile an hour balls. We've seen a lot of balls coming back out of the corners.
We've seen a lot here, really staggering amount. Another gainer for Kingswood as they are down 3 with still 3 marks in hand.
Yikes.
And looking to get the lead right here with this Chris McGrady fill. Craig
And a beautiful ball that does break up the left side.
barely
Wow.
trips up 9, late falling pins. And now it's the lone 10. Craig Holbrook, you think he has to have it borderline here to stop the tide.
Is that deep enough? Is that Wood deep enough to reach or is he going to go straight at the pin?
Go at the pin, Craig. 113 now for Chris McGrady. Kingswood Bulletproof up 3. He's going to use the wood.
Yep.
Gets the cap. Thanks his lucky stars that he has a mark there.
He could miss left.
120 and a ball, Craig Holbrook.
If he missed right, it wouldn't have gone.
That's true. That's probably what he was thinking. Just don't throw it in the gutter.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying to Baker right now.
McGrady, spare answers. Huge ball, Chris McGrady running down the horseman in response.
And
We got a good one to start here, Bob.
the lead has officially changed on the game score, and you can see that. It's almost like the oracle of the marks tells you it's going to grow.
Craig trying to keep it tight. He takes 6, won't have to shoot the split that time. 126 for Craig Holbrook. Chris McGrady trying to do better. Needs 3 to tie him. Only gets 6, is that?
That's a 5.
That's a 5 on the fill. And a 128 for Chris McGrady. Craig Holbrook gaining 1 back, but Kingswood still up 2 with an extra ball in hand right here with Chris Ryder. Folks, have your friends tune in.
6 boxes to play, right?
Yep. Folks, if you're tuning in and you have some friends that might be interested, tell them to get on to YouTube right now and watch the end of this thrilling first string between Kingswood Bulletproof and Maria Subs. Huge playoff implications here.
If it's not already there, share it to Candlepin Chat too, please.
Yes, please. Big 7-drop Sean Baker. Chris Ryder on a mark here. Can extend the lead.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
I thought that was a beautiful pitch. Full, I guess.
I think Chris did, too.
Yep. That's
up to a 9-pin lead now. Baker, no.
Odd configuration.
Let's take a look at this wood here for Chris Ryder. And, whoa, sends it way over, but out in front again. Chris Ryder overcuts another. Sean Baker, big pins, gets them all for a 10. So with that 6 fill, the lead is currently at 9. Chris Ryder looking to make it, or with that 10, apologies, it's an 8-pin lead.
Yep.
Marks even now for each team.
Well, Maria's finally got the marks down, and the marks.
Yeah,
hanging marks are your oracle for future.
Yeah, they're resolved, and as we thought,
yep.
Kingswood with the lead now, but it's very
nice
close.
Rip and a 2-2 split.
Oh man, tough time for a Nixon. A banana split. Trying to think of what.
Crosses and nothing touched it. That's the kingpin.
I think Ayden called it a golden gate, if I'm not mistaken. That 2-2 leave.
Not quite sure in the metaphor.
Baker
there.
trying to make magic and does!
Double wood does the job.
Sean Baker converts the huge 2-2 split to keep Maria's in. Ryder, bang!
These are the number 3 bowlers. We still got number 4 and 5. This is the last Fox. An 11th rack.
96 in a ball for Sean Baker, 115 for Ryder. A huge fill goes a long way. It's only going to be 5 for Baker. And Ryder can push the lead further here or cut it, depending on this ball. It's currently 3. It's going to add 1 more for a 9. What a masterful shot by Sean Baker there. That was fantastic.
9-pin lead, Kingswood Bulletproof. The number 3 seed at the moment. Maria's sub number 6. 5 make the playoffs.
Devin Brooks with the lone mark now for Kingswood Bulletproof, trying to push the lead into double digits. Any pin will do. More is obviously better. And Brian Fuller trips up 7 off the head pin. The 1-2-7, very makeable leave for Brian Fuller. Devin Brooks, it's a pocket. It's only 5. Is that 6? Is that 9 pin up? 5, the bucket for Devin Brooks. And Brian Fuller, another huge spare. Devin Brooks looking to equalize the lead, 14 now. And unless Devin makes a great shot, it's going to be brought back probably in a double digits. Wow.
And left the 5-pin alone.
How many times have we seen Kingswood overcut a shot? It's at least 3, 2 from Ryder, and I think that's 1 from Devin Brooks there. 10 for Devin Brooks. Baker, great shot. That was awesome.
All right, Brooks at 92. Fuller at 86 in a ball. More importantly, a 14-pin lead for Kingswood Bulletproof.
2-0 in marks though for Maria subs.
So they got to see fills of 7 to tie it. Yep, 2 sevens.
Ryan looking for a big one. It's a light pocket. Trips 5.
Okay.
This can go though. It's a tough split, but he's got decent wood. Devin Brooks washes out 8 off the head pin.
Much better.
What a break
out
there.
Of the missed head pin. Oh, Fuller with a great
ball!
A big split conversion on the 4-1.
And now Devin Brooks, pressure mounting. No, it goes wide. Huge turn of events for Maria's sub.
It came back and touched, but
not enough gumption off the wall. What a break for Maria's subs. And a 9 for Devin. Brian Fuller already has a pin back in this 10th box. He can get a bunch more. The lead can get to 0 or even in favor of Maria's with a massive fill from Brian Fuller Jr. 1 more mark to go as well for John Winchell coming up. Fuller
on the head pin,
drives it. It's going to be 7, maybe 8. It's 7. The lead is 1 for Kingswood Bulletproof. John Winchell, a ball in hand for Maria's, can take the lead. 1:08 finish for Brian Fuller Jr.
It's John Winchell sliding into position.
He has the game in his hands right now. Only 75 through 8, but none of that matters now as Maria is trying to get a desperately needed 2 points off a strong Kingswood Bulletproof team that will be in the playoffs almost assuredly. Winchell just off the pocket. He's going to wash out 5. Maria is up 4 now in the string. Justin Jones also off the pocket. He's got a horseman though. This is much more makeable.
I don't love the wood hanging behind the 3 and 6 pin for him.
I don't either, Bob. Winchell.
Oh, what another split conversion that just doesn't go there.
Outstanding try, but no luck. Justin Jones can get the lead back.
He got it.
He does.
Uh-oh.
Justin Jones with a pro shot there and a spare.
Good 10.
90 for Winchell, 108 in the ball. Justin Jones, the lead is 4 for Maria Subs. Justin Jones can claw it back here with a big fill on the spare. And now all of a sudden, Kingswood Bulletproof in control. John Winchell looking for a mark here.
On the head
He
pin.
has to have it. It's going to trip up a 7 as the 5 scoots over in a triangle 2 formation. Justin Jones. 7, is it going to trip? No, it won't.
It's a tough split, but the lead moves to Kingswood. 3 pins. So Winchell must convert.
You would think, yes, he has to mark. We're going to take a look at both of these here, zoomed in. Winchell, the triangle. Oh my goodness. And
Now,
John Winchell just gets by. Justin Jones can seal it, and
that
does. Kingswood Bulletproof surviving the late flurry for Maria's to take a huge 2. Can you confirm scores, Bob?
Yep.
Just confirm totals at the end. Thank you.
Then you'll move over to the standings.
We will after this fill from Justin Jones. 574 confirmed for Maria Subs. I have Maria's, I just need theirs at the end. Justin Jones, an eagle, but it's more than enough. A 129 finish. Justin Jones takes it for Kingswood Bulletproof. Puts them at 580. I have something wrong. It's only a pin. 128, 102, 101, 121. Oh, 100 for Travis Wallace. 100 for Winch. I have them right. Travis Wallace had 100. And I left a pin off the deck for one of them, I believe. 129, 121. I have those, and then that's close enough. 579. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 5-pin lead now as we move on into the second string. Scroll on down and slide on over. And we do a flipperoo as Travis Wallace starts with a spare. Professional broadcasts have a whole team to do all these graphics while the announcers call. We're doing it all on the fly, so bear with us.
All right.
Timmy 10.
10.
And did he hit the head pin that first ball? I don't recall. Let's say no. He does get a 10.
I don't think so.
So Tim Douglas, a 139, not enough. Kingswood holding on by 5 pins at the end there. Travis Wallace, the early fill. It's 2.
Yep.
The 3-5, the 2-5.
Wait, Paul, with an update?
New England, Florida, tight match, beat Outlaw Rides by about 25 or 30 pins. They're up 2-0 on Outlaw Rides. Bayers Road lost. They're only 2 behind 6th place right now.
Okay. Paul, you can see here.
Can you check on drywall and A+? Kingswood first two.
All right, that was a tough fill.
And Timmy puts a decent bid on that, but can't cover the head pin. Travis. It's going to be 8.
Yep. So like getting a pair of 10s when you have a spare with a 2 fill 8.
Yep. Timmy trying to actually get a pair of 10s here. The wood's decent.
Ouch.
Not enough. 9 for Timmy. Only losing 1 in the exchange. As we are in the second of 3 here at Moncton Fairlanes, Moncton, New Brunswick. Absolutely beautiful lanes, Bob. I can't say enough about this alley. It's fantastic.
Look at the standings over there on 4. Well, I think you can see the bowlers.
Sure can. So Maria's losing those 2 moves under 500, 36 and 38. Kingswood improving to 49 and 25. Depending on what Fenway did, they may be tied.
There's a head pin.
We'll get an update on what A+ is doing from Paul Grant shortly. Head pin split for Chris McGrady.
Yeah, speaking of which.
And a split for Holbrook here as he has a leaning pin, which is down.
Nope.
No dice, Chris McGrady. Craig Holbrook trying to cut 2 into 2, the 3-6, 4-7. And no dice. Sorry, if you could just ask him not to kick the thing and chase that. Thank you. And a 9 for Chris McGrady. Craig Holbrook answers with a 9 of his own.
All right, so that was a 5-pin victory for Kingswood Bulletproof.
That's confirmed, right? We had 5. Can you check the just double check?
Fenway Academy wins by 7 over Wreck and Roll. Drywall Concept loses their first string to A+ accounting.
So A+ now in control here, up 8 in the 5 seed. Holbrook wipes out 7. Chris can't break up his split.
Just flash back to that standings for people.
Yep.
While I check.
I will after this box.